So today let's talk about the importance of giving value first, or in other words, how to get magnificent things for free but still maintain the law of fair exchange. I know it sounds kind of unbelievable, but let me share you one interesting story that happened to me. It was about 2 years ago when I was traveling to Sydney, Australia for the first time to fulfill my childhood dream of celebrating New Year in Sydney. I noticed that Dr. John DeMartini was about to have a Master Planning for Life seminar just in the middle of my trip, a 3-day seminar which costs about, if I remember well, $2,500, something like that. And before that, Dr. John DeMartini, he's probably the most intellectual guy on earth. He has read over 30,000 books. He's doing like 300 seminars per year, traveling all around the world, researching, reading books, and just sharing what he found. So he is like a hero for me. And before that, I was only following him on social media, reading, watching interviews with him. And then I noticed that, okay, I'm traveling to Sydney, Australia, and here he is, doing his seminar at the same city. And I was thinking, how can I get into this seminar for free? And this idea came to my mind that usually at seminars, if you are invited as a guest speaker, you don't have to pay for the ticket. That was my idea. So I have to become a guest speaker in this seminar. So what I did, I came up with a proposal, just asked my friend to film me talking to Dr. John DeMartini, about 2-minute short video, just telling him that I want to do a short 10-minute presentation, like three topics. I don't even remember at the moment what the topics were, but just some 3 important events in my life that happened and what I learned from those events. And it was also a bit related to the teachings of Dr. John DeMartini. So basically I said that I will act as a reinforcement for his teaching in this seminar, and I will just share as much value as possible in those 10 minutes. So it's not like about asking something, but it's about, approaching somebody and just saying like, I want to come, I want to help you in your seminar, and I'm not going to charge any money for that. So I filmed this video and then I sent it to the email that I found online. This email, of course, wasn't the personal email address of DeMartini. It was managed by some assistant. That's pretty much it. I didn't find any other points of contact. How can I reach him? So I just sent that email, and that's it. And so it was November, and the seminar was happening in the middle of January, 2 months later. So during this period, I didn't receive any reply. And I remember I already arrived to Australia, I celebrated the New Year. And I wasn't thinking so much about this seminar anymore, because it was like I had filled my mind and my schedule with other stuff to do. When you're first time in Australia, definitely, and only for 2 weeks, definitely you have a lot of things to do, a lot of things to explore. And I can also say that maybe I had lost my belief as well. I didn't I had some flame inside of me, fire, still happening, that I might receive a reply, but it was like 20% chance. And I remember the last day before the seminar, I'm sitting, actually just before going to sleep, I was just doing something on my laptop, and I noticed that I received a reply from the sender. It said Dr. John DeMartini Institute, and of course my first thought of, oh, is it John, is it DeMartini? But no, I opened the email and it came from his assistant, and she said, send your presentation immediately and I will send it to John so that he can review and decide if to invite you to speak. And I was just blown away because I didn't expect that. I didn't even prepare any kind of presentation, as I said, because I didn't have much belief anymore. So, I was just done. I was just running around the room like thinking, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? And then I decided, okay, let's just go to sleep. That's like the best thing that I can do for now. In the morning, I wake up and, immediately I will start doing, I will do prepare the plan, prepare the presentation. It took me about 3 hours. By lunch, I am sending the presentation to his assistant, and no reply for the first day of the seminar, no reply for the second day of the seminar. And my intention was actually to speak on the third day when it will be a bit more relaxed. So, third day is approaching, and I'm thinking, okay, what can I lose? If I know where the place where it's happening, I can just go and see what happens, even though I didn't receive a reply. So I went like 5 minutes before the beginning of seminar, 5 minutes before 8 a.m. The doors are just open, nobody is checking for any tickets, and I just come inside. I go to the coffee machine, I meet some participants. I just chat, I ask who are the organizers, they point me to those people. I approach one of the organizers and I say, good morning, my name is Thomas and I came here as a guest speaker. But just before my speech, I would like to chat for 5 minutes with Dr. John DeMartini just to make sure that everything is in alignment. That's what I said. You can imagine what the reaction was, like, ooh, like, we haven't heard about it, like, what? She said, would you please just sit down and just, because the seminar was about to begin, John came as well, so she just asked me to stay for the first session, just to listen to John, and until she sorts this out. Okay, so here I am, sitting and listening to this introductory morning speech by John, which was like extraordinary, so to say. People were just asking, every 2 sentences, people were asking to stop and repeat what he said because it was so high level. As I said, this guy has read over 30,000 books. And then in the break, I approached the organizer again, and she says, we are very sorry for this miscommunication, but we are really in no position, we don't have time for you to let you speak in this seminar. But as a way of sorry, would you accept a free private consultation with Dr. John DeMartini? And when she told me that, I was like, in my mind, I was like, no, I can't believe it, that it's happening. But I just tried to remain calm, and I said, well, yeah, I understand. Sometimes things happen. I'm not really happy, but I can accept this as your way of saying sorry, and it's okay. That's what I said. And as I said, I wasn't expecting that, so like I tried to prepare my questions, for John, but I think they were not the best ones. I can just share one question, which I asked, what would you do to reach the audience of 100 million people? Because I thought that it's great. It's a great number, yeah. Then he, even without blinking, he answered, "Oh, that's easy, TV, radio, and internet." I have reached 2.8 billion people audience in my life, and in fact there was one TV show where 93 million people were watching me. So that's easy. That's what he said to me. And then I understood, how small my thinking was compared to his. Even though I was thinking about hundreds of millions, still, I just didn't estimate, the impact of Dr. John Demartini correctly. I didn't know how much value he has given to the world already. Now what? I have to wrap this up because it's already a long video, just to make a conclusion out of this. Because you might think that, this stupid guy, he just ran into a seminar for free, And by the way, actually, John, after our private meeting, he asked me if I was a participant. I said no. He asked me, where did you come from? I said from Lithuania. It's like the opposite part of the world, long way. So he said, thank you for coming. And he said, you can just stay in this seminar for as long as you want. You might say that, yeah, I'm just a guy who sneaked inside of the seminar without actually giving anything. So in one sense it's true, from physical sense it's true, but from the real sense, what happened that even though I didn't have the chance to speak on the seminar, on the stage in the seminar, but what happened that I said to the universe, that I am going to speak. I manifested this intention to give genuine value to the people, to participants of this seminar, and to help John as well. That was my intention. So what happened, that universe rewarded this intention immediately, and I received 10 times more than I expected. Not only I could stay in the seminar for free, what happened, but also I got this private meeting with John, which usually people pay for that, I guess, even more. So, so that is the lesson, that's how you get big rewards, by giving value first. That's how it works. And you know what? After this happened, you can imagine to how many people I told this story, and usually they were listening with Avon's inspiration. I also wrote articles about that. I shared it on Medium and other platforms. So you can say that a universe might have foreseen this already. When I had this intention, universe might have foreseen already what I'm going to do later with my experience, and universe probably decided that it's already enough, so she can give me a reward immediately. That's how I see this situation. It's, you can say it's magical, but no, it's real. Because it just is. Your rational mind, of course, cannot explain it because it's just too small to grasp the infinite field of possibilities, the infinite universe that is all around us. Our rational mind will never be able to grasp that, but that will never be able to explain it as well. But it doesn't need any explanation because you just see it, it just happens. So just think about in what ways you can give value first, and what towards going whatever you want to achieve, because when you see something that you want to get and it has a high price point, and what happens with your rational mind, you just focus on that price point, and if you don't have that money, you will just say to yourself, oh, I don't have that money, I can't afford, just operating out of fear, operating out of scarcity, operating out of lack, And this is what you get. This is what you manifest. You manifest scarcity, you manifest lack. But if you just forget all those physical constraints and you use your creative, your infinite part of your brain, that's what happens. So just do it, just try, and you will see.